Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel SciSciTech. This is Amok Kaliwa. If you are new to my channel, please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. In the last video, we understood about evaluation of error metric for regression models. We also understood about the advantages and disadvantages of the error metrics, and we concluded the video with an example implementation for each of the metric. In today's video, we will be understanding about bias and variance, the trade-off between the bias and variance using bullseye diagram, and some of the error calculations with training and test set for bias and variance. We will conclude the video with overfitting and underfitting of models. Bias and variance. Bias, it is the difference between the predicted values and the actual values. There are two types of bias, high bias and low bias. There are certain models which provide high bias output, that is linear regression, linear discriminant analysis, logistic regression, etc. These models are linear in nature. Similarly, decision tree, k-nearest neighbor and support vector machine provide low bias output. Now, high bias means the deviation or the error between the predicted values and the actual value is higher. Whereas, low bias means the deviation or the error between the actual value and the predicted value is least. Similar to bias, there is another concept called variance. Variance is the spread of data in our predicted output. There are two types of variance, high variance and low variance. And specific models provide different type of output. The nonlinear models like decision tree, k-nearest neighbor and support vector machine provide high variance output. Similarly, the linear models like linear regression, linear discriminant analysis and logistic regression provide us low variance output. As we have understood the basic definition of bias and variance, now let us analyze the bias and variance with bullseye diagram. Let us understand the concepts of bias and variance with the bullseye diagram. The criteria of low bias and low variance, which means the predicted and the actual value difference is least and the variability or the spread of the predicted value is least. These are represented by bullseye values as compared to that of a dart game. Similar to this, if the error between the actual and the predicted is least, but the variability in the output predicted is higher, that can be represented as these values as shown in bullseye diagram. Similar to this, if there is a high bias and low variance. High bias means the deviation between the actual and predictive is higher, but the spread of the target variable, that is predicted values, are lower. Those conditions can be represented as shown in the bullseye diagram. If the high variance and high bias condition, wherein the difference between the actual value and the predicted value is larger and the variation in the predicted output or the variability or spread is higher. This can be represented as Here you can observe the low bias and low variance is the ideal theoretical condition for a model to give most accuracy. As we have understood the bias and variance from the bullseye diagram, now let us understand the overfitting and underfitting concepts of model. Let us understand three concepts: overfitting, underfitting and good balance. Overfitting is the case where the model is able to capture the patterns from the data with the noise from the data. Here we have high variance and low bias. In terms of error, if we take the train error and the test error, how to split the data into train and test, we'll learn in the future course of the videos. If you train the data on a set and you test on that same test, that is called as training error. If the training error is 1% and you predict the model on the unknown data set, that is the test set, and that error is 16%, then we have overfitting case, wherein the model with the patterns of the data has also captured the noise in the data. Similarly, in underfitting case, the model is not able to capture the patterns in the data. Here in this case, we have high bias and low variance. That is, when you predict the model on the train set, the train error is higher, which is 15%. Similarly, your test error is higher, that is 18%. Now, the good balance of both low variance and low bias condition is where the model is able to capture all the patterns from the data. In this case, you have a train error of 1%, similarly test error of 2%, which is the required criteria. These were some of the overfitting, underfitting and good balance of the models. Now let us conclude the video with variance and bias trade-offs. Now what is bias and variance trade-off? As the algorithm complexity increases, that is from linear models to the complex nonlinear models, the bias gradually decreases, whereas the variance gradually increases. But there is one situation where the algorithm complexity is between the nonlinear and the linear, and the bias and variance are least, with the train to test error is also least. This condition is known as optimal balance condition. Whenever we are modeling, we should look out for this optimal balance condition for higher accuracy. These were some of the concepts for variance and bias trade-offs. If you like my video, please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.